Welcome back, friends, with more of the Big Bang Theory. This is Season 9, Episode 4. Last time, we had Bachelor and Bachelorette parties. Neither were a particular hit. Penny found out her pig had died. Amy had to spend time in the breakup closet? Nook? I don't remember. Some area for punishment. And the guys frickin' burned down Feynman's van and never made it to his vacation home. I'm curious about a tally of how many trips they've been on and how many have actually gone well. But full reaction is going to be on Patreon. Leave a like and let's get started.
What a wonderful day. Thank you.
Oh, we're glad you had fun.
Blue ices and a trip to the container store is like I died and went to the post-mortem neuron-induced hallucination commonly mistaken as heaven. Age is a state of mind, Leonard. And here, I'm 90.
Dementia.
Now, why are you taking your bins over there?
Because he lives there.
Now that Leonard and I are married, it kind of makes sense that we actually live together.
Uh-huh.
So that's all this day was. A plan to butter me up before delivering bad news.
Come on, buddy.
Now, I thought we were friends. You asked for a sip of my icy. If you'd had your own straw, I might have said yes. You know what they don't sell at the container store? Something large enough to contain my disappointment.
Oh boy.
I'm turning to you for female comfort and encouragement.
Aw, I'm honored.
I tried reaching out to my mother, but she was in Bible study. Leonard's mother is on a book tour.
You don't
My
have to
Meemaw
tell-
was taking a nap.
So what, does that make her the seventh,
So
eighth
I'm
choice?
the seventh choice.
Seventh.
Yeah, I know. Top 10. Pretty exciting.
If you say so.
How can I help you?
It's difficult not to feel abandoned.
Time to go on a train trip.
Well, why don't you look at this as an opportunity? You had other roommates before Leonard.
Someone I could rub in his face. Chris Pratt's all the rage right now.
I think a little
Wonder how he'd
people
feel
are a
about
little
taking the smaller
tired of him
bedroom.
now.
Hey.
Stuart, you're gonna pawn him off on him?
You know who'd be the perfect roommate?
No.
Stuart. He's been living with us for a while now. I'm sure he'd love to get us out of his hair.
Nope.
Couldn't be happier.
Well, Sheldon's looking for a roommate.
Nope.
Not interested.
Do you guys know any musicians?
Why?
I was thinking it might be cool to have live music here a few nights a week, you know? Give this place more of a staying in business vibe. My favorite genre is free.
Yeah, that seems fair.
We've always talked about playing together.
Oh god.
Fun to try a little. Oh, we could play folk music.
Filk?
What's that?
Folk music, but with a sci-fi fantasy theme.
I like it.
We're gonna need a cool band name.
Uh-huh.
You know, I've actually had one I've been sitting on for years.
Of course you would.
Really?
It was for this power trio I tried to put together in junior high, but I was short two friends.
Aw.
What is it?
Footprints on the moon.
Wow.
I just got chills.
It's not bad.
Me too. But I
Unrelated.
might have Lyme disease.
Oh.
A few more
Oh, no.
signatures and we'll be finished. Initial here to acknowledge that you've returned your key. As my future neighbor, I'd like you to have a key. Initial
Great.
here to acknowledge you received it.
I'm proud of you. You're taking this really well.
Oh, it's not like I'm never going to see you. Please check here to reserve your spot at the 10-year roommate reunion.
Cute.
I really have to do that now.
Initial here to confirm that ownership of the living room couch is hereby transferred to me in perpetuity all throughout the universe, and all alternate universes. Except for those universes where owning a couch is forbidden by the Hive Queen, in which case all glory to the Hive Queen.
Are you actually hesitating?
What's the matter?
It's a big moment.
It's harder than I thought.
Let me help you. Leonn.
Make it easy for him.
Power ballad superhero crossover tale of epic proportions.
Is it cold in here? Because, oh my.
It's called Hammer and Whip. The untold
What?
story of Thor versus Indiana Jones.
You just blew my filking mind.
Oh, Indy, oh, Indy.
This is wild.
The skies are so
Windy?
Is that a flying man with a killer board? Wait, that's no man. It's a Norse god.
What a weird way to say that.
Oh, yes, definitely. Okay, well, hang on. Thunder clapped as Thor raised his mighty hammer.
You're really just making this up as you go?
Indy
Impressive.
rapped, that's one bad mammal drama.
Maybe I spoke too soon.
That is so good. Thor and Dr. Jones. Thor and and Dr. Jones. One plays with lightning, the other plays with bones.
That's pretty hilarious.
Thor and Dr. Jones.
That falsetto.
One the other plays with bones.
I can't hit that note at all.
Oh man, that rocks!
Remember the
Oh,
Ark of
man.
the Covenant?
I just need to ask you a few standard questions.
Sure.
Standard.
It says here you're a chemist. Which element on the periodic table do you feel is too big for its britches? Is that supposed to be a joke? Looks like argon's not the only one with an attitude problem.
What's wrong with argon?
I was going to ask you what is the best fruit, but then I realized what I want to ask you is why is there a Band-Aid on your forearm? But then I realized what I really want to ask you is just, can you just go?
A Band-Aid freaked him out so much.
I've got to say, if this credit report comes back good, you're the front runner.
No, she will not be your roommate.
What happened to me, Amy? Years ago, I was completely disengaged from my feelings. I'd say it was a happier time,
Aw.
but I was disengaged from my feelings, so who can tell?
This is better.
I don't know how
It
to
hurts
help
right
you.
now, but
You know,
it's-
feelings are a part of life.
You and Leonard and Penny, you all poisoned me with emotions. I was like the Tin Man, perfectly content, until that evil wizard gave him a heart.
Is that the way the story went?
I don't think that was the point of the movie.
I was like Pinocchio before that jerk Geppetto went and made him a real boy.
Also not the point of that movie.
There you go.
There you go.
So what are you thinking for dinner?
It's Thai food night.
You don't have to
Hey, you live
have
with Sheldon and
Thai
you can
food.
have anything you want.
But what?
Choice paralysis.
Mexican? Italian?
It's too much
German,
responsibility.
Indian? Greek?
Oh, God.
Cuban? Chinese?
He's
pizza,
freaking out.
Barbecue? Korean barbecue?
Narrow it down for him.
How about Thai food?
Oh, thank God.
I've become too emotionally vulnerable. So, like an operating system, I'm restoring
Reboot.
my life to the last stable version, which was in 2003, the day before I met Leonard.
How is this gonna work?
Since it is 2003, I don't know who you are. So, please exit the premises before I call the police on my stylish new flip phone.
Oh, flip phones. Alright, bye. Give up. Don't try to engage with him on this.
Are you doing okay?
No.
I guess. Just, worried about Sheldon.
Well, come on. He's a grown man in his 30s pretending to be a grown man in his 20s. He's fine. This is the right thing.
No, I know. And it's not like we're abandoning him. Plus, we can FaceTime him whenever we want. Once iPhones are invented in his universe.
He's right next door. You can go to him.
Can't believe Sheldon asked you to be his roommate.
I can't believe you ran my credit.
Wait. Wait.
I'll give you $1,000 to take Stuart.
You really should have gone on the internet and checked how long that kind of thing lives before you got one.
Sorry, I just thought you might have a pasty weirdo-shaped hole in your life.
Hey, I think calling him a weirdo is a little unfair.
Hello, 2003.
Where'd you put the couch?
Hey, we brought you time. Where is everything?
It's
In my
2003.
presence, and what I'm doing is trying to figure out how to live my life now that everyone is leaving me.
Knock it off. We're across the hall.
As the kids are saying today, talk to the hand.
Did they ever say that?
They're not saying that.
Thor and Dr. Jones. Thor
How
and
into
Dr.
this is Emily?
Jones. One runs from Loki, the other runs from stones.
Wow.
Wow.
Runs from stones means that big
The boulder,
but
yes.
I just couldn't rhyme anything with boulder.
Shoulder, holder.
Shoulder, soldier, folder.
Right, yeah, right.
I think it's very cute.
Cute, it's not cute.
Not what he wants to hear.
Just be honest, you don't like it.
I didn't say that. I just like music you can dance to.
You can dance to this.
Oh, God.
One plays with lightning, the other plays with bow.
How much are you questioning this
I'm
relationship?
telling you, dude, the song has no groove. You can't dance to it.
You change your mind quick.
Cares. Write songs that make people think.
You can do both. Like Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. While you're dancing, you're thinking like, darn it, whose baby is it?
Never once did I think that.
You played it for Emily, didn't you?
Yeah, so what?
You played it for Cinnamon, didn't
Such a
you?
wimp. I mean, she didn't like it, now you don't like it.
No, I'm just evolving as a musician. You're the one who's stuck in the past.
It was like a couple of hours ago.
Pass! Your girlfriend is breaking up our band.
She has nothing to do with this. I am my own man.
Uh-huh.
Please, your brain belongs to whoever's willing to sleep with you. Remember when you were gonna get circumcised for Rachel Bernstein?
Yee.
That had nothing to do with Rachel. It was an overreaction to a bad zipper injury.
Ouch.
I'm quitting the band.
Fine, I quit too.
Then get out of my house.
With pleasure.
I think they'll be fine.
Raj, wait.
What took you so long?
He slammed the door while he was still in.
You'll move into a house. And then instead of dinner a couple of times a week, it'll only be a couple of times a month. And then it'll only be on special occasions, like when Bernadette divorces Wallowitz. Or Amy's wedding, where she's marrying someone better than me.
Okay, maybe instead of Leonard moving in with me, we just leave things the way they are. If you want, we could think of him like he's our dog.
You can.
Give him treats.
I'm happy when you come home, and
Aww.
I'm scared of fireworks. By the way, on July 4th, we're all sleeping here.
I guess that's fair.
Fine. Just give me 1 minute and I'll get started on a new roommate agreement.
Can't we just use the old one?
Nothing from Pratt. We're good.
Straight in his fedora. Thor said, that's a nice look. In 1944.
I was wondering what he was gonna rhyme with fedora. Oh. This is so ridiculous.
Play something we can dance to.
Oh my god. Oh my god. You're not paying him enough to make requests. Thor and Dr. Jones. Okay, it's not a song that I would listen to every day, like in the background, but as a joke song in a sitcom, it's pretty top tier, hilarious and fun, but nobody on the show was a fan of it. Stewart's demand of play something we can dance to. Dude, you're getting this for free, but it was a really funny line considering Emily wasn't a fan for similar reasons earlier, though she does support Raj in this folk song endeavor, even if it's not her thing. Never heard the term folk music before this though. And I think Howard's song to Bernadette while she's in quarantine was really, really great. I won't say this song is good or bad objectively, but it's enjoyable in a very different way, very amusing for us, and the falsetto is definitely a choice. Some of the rhymes though, fedora rhyming with 1994, the heck, it's hilarious. Definitely reminded me of some of the ridiculous rhymes in the most recent Willy Wonka film. And Footprints on the Moon is a pretty sweet band name. Raj and Howard fighting over the danceability of the song was funny, and Raj slamming the door on his way out, except for he didn't actually leave. Sometimes it feels like they're the real power couple on this show. And meanwhile, Sheldon does not take the news well that Leonard and Penny want to actually live together now that they're married. They were sneakily doing it before anyway, but he starts pretending it's 2003, I think, to cope with it. Back to a time before he was engaging with his feelings, and he tries to get Chris Pratt as a roommate. So this episode was in 2015, and people hadn't gotten fatigued by Chris Pratt yet. This was before the Mario casting, and where everybody was just groaning at the idea, and he wound up being okay in that role. I don't know if I agree with Pratt saying that his Mario voice will be nothing like you've ever heard before, but I mean, I liked him as Andy in Parks and Rec, and Star-Lord is really fun. But yeah, Sheldon seems to value him because he's all the rage. Didn't think that would be something that he would look for in a roommate. I don't think Pratt would have been a good fit considering I don't think anybody would be a good fit for Sheldon besides Leonard. Like, he just chased out so many applicants for so many silly reasons. The Band-Aid, thinking that Argon is too big for its britches. And then Amy felt like a good fit, except I mean, that would have been a big step for them in their romantic relationship if they were actually still in that relationship, but they aren't. Really like the moment when Leonard couldn't decide what to eat. Sheldon has just put so much structure into his life, and he has now no idea what to do without it. Was kind of losing it until Penny was just like, Thai food is fine, jeez. But yeah, Sheldon was really having a tough time with all the change happening in his life. He's been less pestering of Amy, but still pining over her. And I can understand wanting to go back to a time when he's less engaged with his emotions if the ones he feels right now are overwhelming him. But yeah, poor guy. We're 1/3 of the way through the 36 questions. We'll finish them all by early next season. This one is weird. Make 3 true we statements each. For instance, we are both in this room feeling blank. Since there's no singular other side of this we in this video, I will assign numbers to some of the characters in the show and have a random number generator pick 3 of them and say one thing I have in common with each of them. So Sheldon, Leonard, Penny, Raj, Howard, Bernadette, Amy. We'll put Stewart in there, Mary Cooper, and Beverly Hofstadter. That would be fun. Yeah, I'll pause and do that now. Okay, so I got Penny, Stewart, and Beverly. The first 2 already seem difficult. The last one seems impossible. All right, for Penny, I don't know. I don't want to say anything like pretty simple, like we value our friends, because that's something most people have in common already. So maybe I'll sit on this for a bit and come back a bit later. So for a couple years, Penny's main friend group seemed to be the 4 guys who were always across the hall, and she was the only woman. And even as the friend group grew to add Bernadette and Amy, she was the only non-scientist out of all of them. So right now, I'd say there are 4 friends I talk to the most, and I'm the only straight person. And it's not like I wandered into a group of queer friends. I met most of them like independently of each other. None of them even talk to each other. Only 2 have ever met each other. And I think none of them knew they were queer when I met them, but that's something I have in common with Penny. Our closest friends identify similarly to each other, but differently from us. And okay, Stuart, this one's really hard because personality-wise, there's really nothing there. The only thing I can think of is that they were both into nerdy things. And while I like superheroes, that's probably not even in the like top 10 on the list of things I'm nerdy about. So yeah, Stuart's a little difficult, but we'll say we're both nerdy. And then with Beverly, what do I have in common with this woman? Like, we both haven't seen the penis of the busboy who works at the Cheesecake Factory, I guess. That seriously might be the best I've got. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Full reaction's gonna be on Patreon in the link in the description below. Leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time with more. Bye friends.